So we have seen basic prompt, role task context prompt, few shot, chain of thought prompt, and now let's see constrained output prompting, right? So let's go to our VS Code. This is our code editor, right? So far we have seen all these 4 prompts, and now let me create a new Python file and let's save this as constrained output prompting demo inside our prompt engineering demo folder, right? So let me copy the same code again. Like I said, you don't have to write in a separate file. Just to give the demo, I am writing in a separate file for each prompt engineering technique, right? So what we did here, we installed the required packages. You don't have to install every time. Once you install, you can make use of them. And then we loaded our required modules. Here we loaded our environment variables, and then we read the key, which is nothing but OpenAI API key. And here we initialized our LLM. And now the next step is defining our template. So this is how you can define a constraint template, right? What we are telling here, you are a customer support specialist. Generate a response to the customer's message following these strict constraints, right? So we are guiding the LLM to follow these constraints, right? So what we are telling here, response must be exactly 3 paragraphs long. First approach must be exactly 2 sentences showing empathy. Second paragraph must provide exactly 2 concrete solutions. Third paragraph must end with a question to engage the customer. Total response must maintain a professional tone, must not use any exclamation marks, must include exactly 1 apology, must use the phrase I understand exactly once, right? And then you provide a new customer message and see how the LLM responds, right? So here we are trying to guide the LLM to follow these strict constraints, right? So this is how we can define a constrained output template, right? And as you know, the next step is prompt will be written within this prompt template, right? So by using this prompt template, here for input variables we are passing the customer message, and for the template parameter we are passing the constraint template which we defined before, right? And once we have this constraint prompt, this will be chained with the LLM by using this LLM chain, right? And now once you have the LLM chain, let me get the same customer message and see how the LLM is going to respond, right? So we are telling the LLM to follow these constraints for this customer message and then respond accordingly, right? Now let's run and print the LLM response, right? So once we have the chain, so inside our LLM chain we have the run method and we are passing this customer message. So we can see the LLM response by using this print method, right? So now let me run the code. So this is how the LLM responded, right? And the response must be exactly only 3 paragraphs, right? So this is the first one, second one, and third one. And first paragraph must be exactly 2 sentences showing empathy, right? So this is first sentence and this is second sentence. Second paragraph must provide exactly 2 concrete solutions. So you can see this is one solution and the other solution. And third paragraph must end with a question to engage the customer. Please let us know if there is anything else we can assist you with during this time, right? And the total response must maintain a professional tone and must not use any exclamation marks, must include exactly 1 apology, right? So if you notice the response, we only have once, and must use the phrase I understand exactly once, right? So it only used once. So this is how the LLM responded by following these strict constraints, right? So this is nothing but constrained output prompting technique, right? So what we did here, we installed the packages, imported the modules, we loaded the environment file, and we read the key, and we stored the key inside OpenAI key. Here we initialize the LLM, and then this is how we define the template. Once we have the template, then we created the prompt by using prompt template, and then we chained that prompt template with LLM by using LLM chain. Once we have the chain ready, we call the run method by passing customer message, and then we are trying to print the LLM response, right? So this is nothing but constrained output prompting technique. So with this, I hope you understood the different prompt engineering techniques and what are the different ways of writing prompts, and for each prompt how the LLM responds, right? Now let me quickly show some of the best practices that you can use. This is from OpenAI, right? Rules of thumb and examples. So what we are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do, right? Use the latest model. Always try to use only the latest model that is available, which is recommended, right? Put instructions at the beginning of the prompt and use this or this, right? So we have used this to separate the instruction and context, right? So that is how we provide it, right? So instead of writing all together, just try to do in this format. And then be specific, descriptive, and as detailed as possible about the desired context, outcome, length, format, style, etc. Right? We have seen this with example. Articulate the desired output format through examples. Right? So we have seen with examples already. And then start with zero shot, then few shot. If neither of them worked, then fine tune. Right? And the next one is reduce fluffy and imprecise descriptions, right? Try to be more descriptive. And instead of just saying what not to do, say what to do instead, right? So you are trying to guide the LLM so the LLM can understand and provide us the results, right? And the next one is code generation specific. Use leading words to nudge the model toward a particular pattern. So here they gave the examples, and use the generate anything feature that is available, right? So you can deep dive this article. So these are some of the best practices that they have documented here. So this is from OpenAI, right? So now you get the idea, right? How to write a basic prompt template and then role task context prompt or few shot or chain of thought or constrained output prompting, right? So these are some of the prompt engineering techniques that we understood. So now you can try to explore more if you are interested in learning any other prompt engineering techniques, and you can try to create your templates, prompt, chain, message, and then try to run it and see how the LLM responds, right? So that's all about prompt engineering techniques. All right. Thank you.